Call me Neoblade. This is the staircase Terran, step 2. And if you have trouble to micro and to macro as well, here's a training scenario for you. You have to switch to multiplayer, custom, and then you should choose the Blizzard maps. You should deactivate ladder maps, which will take a while. I'm searching a specific map because Day 9, the great Day 9, trained his mental checklist on this map, so you can search for Day 9 mental checklist exercises. It's, I think, 360, his daily 360. I will link his videos in the description below. And you can say create with mod. If you have browse mods on, you can choose Neo School. You can filter and you can create game. And I have a replay ready, so you switch here to 1-on-1, add an AI. I would take very easy Protoss economic focus at first, because he won't attack you then. What I did in the video, I choose medium Protoss aggressive push. And if you advance in your mental checklist, you could do it this way, aggressive push, or that way, aggressive push. Why Protoss? Because you can scout him very good in the beginning of the game, because he only has zealots to chase your SCVs. I have a replay ready. The first one I will show very fast because I died on this map with this mod. We will take a look at this very fast. I will switch my Terran overlay on. And you see this map, this extension mod,
additional supply
checks your stats. You are not allowed to acquire more than 700 minerals. I hope acquire it is the right word. Again, I apologize for my bad English. You should not stay supply blocked for more than 20 seconds, and you will be killed if your time supply capped is very high too. Normally this trigger should not kill you. And you see I scout and I check the wireframe for production, like Fantasy did. In some of the earlier videos I have shown you the pro gamer Fantasy, who uses the wireframe to check for his production. The bonus objective does not matter very much, but you can mouse over it. RCR is resource collection rate, average unspent resources, and SQ you should know by now because you should check it with your GGtracker account. And this is a live calculation of your SQ, starting with the 5-minute mark, I think, yeah. So again, try to stay below this amount of money. Do not get supply blocked and spend your OC energy. I was killed in the second try. The mental checklist tells you to build SCVs, which I try now, and I do now, and these messages will fade away. But I wanted to try to build a new expansion, and I get 700 minerals. So then you will die, and you should try not to die on this map. In this try I died with my OC energy. This is not a normal game, this is training the mental checklist. Please check out Day 9's videos. Day 9 tells you the mental checklist is the most important concept ever in StarCraft 2. And the main focus of the mental checklist is to keep your money low, which you see right here in the upper corner. That's why I used this mod. You can choose this mod and play against a friend of yours too, no problem about it, against a very hard AI if you wanted to, and to check if you die to these triggers. But you will find out a very easy AI in the beginning is very hard if you have to scout the opponent. Click on his buildings, try to scout and react to what you are scouting. And this is one of the main focuses in the staircase step 2, to click on buildings, to see what he's doing. Your opponent is doing 2 gates, which is I have to focus on an early bunker. Now in the wireframe I will check his cybernetic score. Click on buildings and scout. I already mentioned that. I will check the video again. The video looks fine. Again, I want to emphasize, I will take a look at the overlay. I want to emphasize you can check building SCV using this white symbol. If the white symbol will vanish like this, you see it now, your SCV will not produce supply depots anymore. You could check the Terran supply track by GGtracker. This is possible too, but I don't like this symbol here, idle worker, so I use a different method, which works fine for me. But the Terran supply trick is, if you really are able to execute it, you are able to watch this symbol and you watch the minimap right away with it too. So let's see, I will switch the Terran overlay on again and we'll do this a little bit faster. If you are able to stay below 700 minerals and you think you're ready to go to the next step, again check out Day 9 mental checklist and you will see him do stuff with his marines and this watchtower. And I will try to do this as well. The marine in the middle never stops with Day 9, but he played 12 years Brood War on a professional level, which I have not. And scout the front. I use my other marines to kill the rocks to get another expansion. Save the marine. I apologize for the typo, marine with an E. You see, when the map is getting is advancing with the with this time, you will have more minerals to spend. Okay, I scouted the front and there is no one base all-in scan, and I will try to use the next scan, the next energy to to see what he's up to. I have the watchtower, he has to walk by the watchtower to attack me, and I clear these rocks. If something of these steps are too difficult for you, train and let them be for now, but try to train this map to do this and try to advance in your training. There's the minimap, there is this attack. I position my marines beside my bunker, and now I attack with these troops too. I repaired my bunker, but I know the threat is gone, his army is gone, so I can again focus on my macro and my mental checklist. You see, my SQ is very, very high. I play much calmer if I'm able to play against the computer, because I know he won't attack me very hard. He won't make a DT drop, he won't play oracles and so on, and scout the front again. This is what you should do with the mental checklist, with step 2, scout the front, scout the frigging front, day 9 tells you. And there's his next push. My stutter step is very, very bad, and I go with 4 marines into the eco line. He attacks me. And as you can see, while I'm focusing on my army, I'm doing macro behind it. In the wireframe I always check, can I do something for my macro, can I produce marines in the minimap, and I build new buildings. I jump using cameras, again cameras very important,
Mineral field depleted.
to where my army is moving to, using rally points, and again I take the next base. And then again I attack and scout the front. And there he is again. Okay, I cannot save these 2 marines, but I can attack him. I'm attacking and checking the wireframe. I could have used the mules, and I think this wraps it up for this episode. Scout the front, use the mental checklist. I strongly suggest you try the things Day 9 does in his videos. Please watch all of his videos, because the steps he explains for Protoss and Zerg are important too. He explains different steps in the mental checklist using Protoss and Zerg, so please, please, please watch all 3 videos of Day 9, and we will see a game of mine, a game of me, I don't know, where I had SQ93. I will put it here. Which right now is a record for me. I will show you losses too, but until now, until Bronze League, I did not lose. But in the Silver League, and you see I scout, I was not able to, I forgot to click on his buildings, I think. We will look at the wireframe. I will take a look at the video is fine. I click on his, and I see two gates, which means I should build a bunker early on. I try not to get supply blocked.
Our SCVs are under attack.
And again, you can see I scout like I mentioned, but the mental checklist is not as good as in the other replays. I'm very nervous playing ladder. When I do about 10 to 15 ladder games a week, then it gets better with being nervous, and the bunker should come now. Should be built now. There it is. I get distracted by his probe, which is very bad. I should build a depot again. I should take the watchtower. Again, mental checklist is about scouting and keeping your money low. Both things are very important, and I don't do them. I do not check my production. I do not scout the front. I have idle SCVs.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Now I take the watchtower. I hope.
Upgrade complete.
I scout the front using the minimap, a move against the minimap, and I see 3 zealots and a mothership core, which is not a big threat for my bunker and my marines. He could fly his mothership core to my base and harass my SCVs, but then I just simply put some marines in my mineral line. Mineral line is called Eco line in Germany, so I apologize if you do not know the term Eco line. I will mineral line. Eco for economy. You've seen I had 800 minerals, which means I would have died to the Neo School extension mod. In this video I'm producing enough barracks. I used F2, which is very bad, but I take the watchtower again. I scout the front. I'm checking my saturation. Saturation is very good, I think, in this video. Yeah, that's okay. I should have more in the... I should have more SCVs for my main. And you see, I'm attacking. I'm on my army, but I switch to the barracks. I switch to my orbital commands, and I take these marines into my army hotkey, into my army control group, and I build some barracks there. He defended my push. I think I'm moving. Yeah. I think he has blink. Yes, he has blink, which is probably executed very strong against marines without upgrades, but he won't have a chance against our macro.
Upgrade complete.
And I think I'm on 4 base now and he's on 2. Yes, this is correct. And the staircase is about attacking. It's not about turtling. Attack, 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 scout the front, try to find holes in his defense, try to use these holes in his defense to bypass it and kill probes like I did with the computer. I should build something. I should build more barracks. My saturation is not that good anymore. My minerals are very, very high. I would have died to the mineral trigger again, and to the OC trigger as well. Yeah, you only are allowed 80 energy on the OCs.
Justice has come.
This better be good.
And again, I attack, I attack, I attack.
Coming through.
I'm checking
Mineral field depleted.
his nexus there. The problem for him is he only has 43 probes.
Piece of me, boy.
I'm building barracks again.
Armed and ready. Gangway coming through. Go, go, go!
If I would turtle this game, you see he builds Colossus or Disruptor. The longer a game
You want a piece of me, boy?
stays, the longer you stay in the game, the more difficult it becomes. Because if he has 6 Colossus and these Blink Stalkers, you will have a problem, because his army is way better than yours. But right now we have more stuff than him. This is micro, and again I'm using it like I did in the first video. I'm using these marines to kill this nexus, to kill all probes coming out there.
Mineral field.
Are building in this nexus, and you see workers killed, very high amount, very high amount.
Go, go, go!
Mineral field depleted.
And I should build marines there, and I should build more marines,
Mineral
and I
field.
think the game is over.
Be good. Who wants some?
Yeah, 21 probes.
Armed and ready. Go, go, go! Gangway coming through.
And again, I could build the next expansion.
This better
I'm
be
checking the front, I'm checking his expansions, but I should build stuff.
good, boy.
And I should use my orbital command. 200 energy. I could have played better. I won, but that's not the case. The most important factor is SQ93. But if my macro and my mechanics were really solid, this amount of money would not have been there, and I could have get a higher SQ. So we'll just take a look at what he does and why he is losing the game.
Armed and ready.
I will switch the turn overlay off.
Go, go, go!
He blinks, which makes his army even stronger. My army... Oh, he kills his own mothership core. Oh my god. Oh my god. Misclick. Oh my god. That's sad.
Mineral field depleted.
He scouts very well, but he does not scout for my other expansions until now, and I have 2 additional, which he should scout. And again I attack. This micro move was good for scouting but bad for fighting. But as you can see, he does not build probes, so he will fall behind, but I'm not building SCVs either, but I have enough for 3 base saturation. I should go to 70, I should build 8 more, because 70 is a good number for step 3, and I should try to train that. He develops charge, blink he has already, very good. His gas is way too high. Mothership core down again. And right now he has not enough forces. He tries to blink the hell out of his stalkers, but this is not enough army value. Again I move Marines into his eco line. I have shown this already. He should build, with this high amount of gas he should have built a Templar's archive, so he can walk in Templars and build archons. It won't save him, but it would give him a better SQ, because average unspent resources are take gas into account too. And he's dead now. I could have microed this a lot better, but it doesn't matter with this supply lead. Okay guys, I hope you enjoy training the mental checklist. I really suggest you should do that, you should try that. If you want to become a better StarCraft 2 player, it is important to train macro and mechanics. Not to play ladder all the time, you have to train. Vince Lombardi, one of the best football coaches in the history of the USA, told one day, practice does not make perfect. Only perfect practice makes perfect. And if a football team does not practice, it only plays in the league all the time, they cannot improve their strategies, they cannot improve their attack routes and so on. And this is the same for StarCraft 2. You have to train the mental checklist in a controlled environment to focus on training the mental checklist. Please listen to me and please do as I say, and please try it at least, because otherwise you will be stuck someday and you won't improve anymore. If you only play ladder, your practice is bad, because it's like if you play football or basketball, you only play in the league and you do not attend to a training at all. Practice, please practice, and try to execute perfect practice to get perfect. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to my channel, and I see you guys in the next video.